Hey guys, Spartan here for daily recap, January 18th, 2022. Let's talk about what happened today, what we played, what worked, what didn't work, etc., etc. So market, we came in today, obviously we gapped down from last day's move on Friday. Pretty much controlled selling the entire day. South Beach, one of the moderators here, noticed that it was most likely margin selling that was occurring, and it seemed to be pretty obvious after that because it was very controlled the entire day. Every single bounce was getting sold off into on almost everything in the market. There wasn't really any relative strength out there. We noticed that pretty in regards to relative strength in certain sectors. But we did see some relative strength early on in certain individual names at which we did trade, like Microsoft calls, the 310s out the gate, which was great. They almost got in the money there. We did the BABA 130 calls, which worked out nicely for a 100% change on that trade, as well as we did BA. We did some equity today at the end of the day, which we got a couple points on, as well as the 230 calls, which worked out pretty good. Now, some of the things that worked on the equity side really well, those are all options plays mainly. Tesla, we did long equity, which worked out really nicely. We got about like 36 points, 38 points on it in total, which was great. We did some smaller stocks today. IMTE ended up taking this at the end of the day at around 90, and we got a nice little 60-cent move on that, which was good. We did a little bit of DATS on the long side as well. There's a couple of these smaller stocks which were running, which was great. A couple of the bigger cap names that we did on the short side today. We did mRNA short. Been waiting for this name to break down for a while, which was a pretty decent move. I was looking for 186. We got 185.39, so the target was hit on that. And then other than that, Vine was another small stock that we did on the long side. 548, got about 60 cents there. And then I guess the probably the best play of the day was DWAC, which we did on the long side on the options, the 100 calls. We actually did equity first, and then we rolled the calls on the flag. So we did the equity for about 5-6 points, and then we did the options on this pullback right here. Held the EMA support, grabbed the 100 calls, and those worked pretty nicely. We're holding them overnight for continuation higher. So all in all, on the equity side, I think for the most part everything worked. I think there was maybe about out of 10 trades, maybe one that didn't work. I'm just looking. EA was the one I'm thinking of. We tried to play a little bit of EA on the long side. Ended up getting out of it around here actually. I noticed that it was unable to break the flag, not a lot of volume coming into it, so it started to unwind. That was after that ATVI, which we got lucky on this one as well. Swing side, Beth had it on the option side, and I had it on the equity side, so we ended up just getting out of that position. A couple things that didn't work. We tried a little bit LVS long today. That didn't really do anything, kind of just stayed stagnant. Options didn't move much. Came in a little bit. What else we did? We did Goldman Sachs, which is basically a flat trade. It was up actually about 3 or 4 cents on the option side, nothing major. And then lastly, we did some SPY calls in the morning. Those worked out nicely. The ones in the afternoon, which we held overnight, didn't do too much into the close there. And then rule blocks, we tried that on the long side. Basically, I was thinking, okay, this is a high PE name, which they were bouncing this morning. Tech was looking good as well. And, video game companies were looking good as well, basically off of that ATVI sympathy play. But never failed to move, and the premiums never really moved up as well with it, so that one didn't end up working. But all in all, okay day. Equity was really good. Options pretty mixed, but there were some really good trades there. Microsoft, BA, BABA, the DWAC especially. And then we had smaller stuff like Citibank and things like that to the downside. But all in all, an okay day. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the daily wrap up. If you guys have any questions, you go to SpartanTrading.com. Otherwise, watch for new videos every day. Thanks for watching.